Right, everyone. WeaponCollector here. Right, another Friday night stream. I'll be on for about 2 hours. And yeah, I'm not going to bother with the intro today. I don't think there's any point. Yeah, so I'm just going to go straight to the live chat, see who's on. Just mute all this. Put it on something low. Liam, you right, mate? He said bell was unticked again, so he didn't get an alert. Phone still buzzed me. It's strange how that's doing that, isn't it? Very bizarre. I checked mine the other day to see whether mine was still ticked on yours. Luckily, it still was. But yeah, very annoying that. I hope that don't mean it's just going to be two of us all night. Rob, you right, mate? Oh, no, it looks like it has gone through. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm all right. Carl, you right, mate? Yeah, got on early today. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he actually says, yeah, go on here early for a change. Yeah, we'll get to have a longer chat that way. Bristol, you right, mate? Weapons officer, probably why I didn't see the walking stick video the other day. That's probably it. I'd assume that, wouldn't you? Just gonna move this mic a bit. Yeah, glow in the dark, you right, mate? Yeah, I'm all right. I ain't really been doing a lot today. I did that video earlier to name the weapons testing dummy. Looks like it's going to be called Zombert at the minute. Yeah, there was some quite good names on there, but the problem was some of them I either couldn't risk keep saying every time, or I wouldn't want to be saying every time. You know what I mean? So I picked sort of 5 or 6, I think it was, ones that I would be prepared to actually say. John, you right, mate? Varga vlog, yeah, I like chicken pie, mate. You've asked me that about 17 times now. Zed, you right, mate? Yeah, anyone got any topics they want to talk about? Trying to think what else I've been doing today. That's it, really. Not a lot. Cooked the dinner. Pizza and chips today. Yeah. Right, Rich. Brexit. Yeah, that's definitely not talking about that, Rob. John said I got a list of small gaming video later. Nice. Stu's on, you're right, Stu, Weapon Survival 94. Andrea, you right? Thoughts on the London knife ban? I don't know. I don't think there is a London knife ban, is there, really? You know, you can still carry a knife in London. I'd say it's not, you know, advised. But yeah, let's not talk about that. Mechanised and weaponised, right, mate? Just going to check my phone quickly while everyone's still saying hello. Rob said, I'd like a couple of quivers when you next lot made. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I'll definitely sort you some out, Rob. I've got about well, I've bought enough stuff for 10. So yeah, I've got enough for 10 at the minute. So I should be able to include you in that. If not, it'll be the next batch. But depending, if you've already sent me a video a while ago, you'll be in for this batch, Rob. Bravo, Charlie, right, mate? He said 2 weeks in a row I've managed to catch this whilst on my break. Ah, nice. That's good. Carl said, Mike, can you remember last year when defending against knife attack with a breadboard in a backpack to use a shield? Got an old day sack going to do a video. Any ideas? Well, yeah, the old breadboard thing does work. I've got one in here, actually, Carl. There's them. They do work. You want one a bit thicker than that, though. That would stop it. Yeah, cutting boards. Or, to be honest, I'll tell you what I've just ordered, which would be perfect for like a bulletproof bag, you know, panel on your back. I've just bought a ex-police body armor panel, 20 quid. And that's bulletproof and anti-stab, and you could cut that to shape. Yeah, 20 quid off of eBay. If you put in ex-police stab vests, there's some good old stuff on there for really fucking cheap. But even magazines works. John said, I've got some ice targets that hard as fuck right now. I saw your ice targets. Got to make sure your knife's good quality for them tests, I'll tell you. Don't you, John? He said, bloody people on their phones. Funny thing, I never went on it in the end, did I? But I agree with you. Rob said, all's good asking, as I've asked, kiddo. All right, yeah, you should, you'll be on there, Rob, when I look on. I'll tell you what, Rob, send me an email saying just, can I have a quiver, Mike, or whatever, just so I can put that in the folder of people who've asked. I may, if it's part of a big email, I may forget. I'll remember anyway, but that way, what I do, all of the messages about crossbow quivers are in a folder. So I can just check that folder, see who I've replied to, shit like that. 𝐡𝐚𝐯𝐞, all right, mate? Tim, all right? Andrea, yeah, all right. Tim said, I see someone's already hit the dislike, have they? Nah, fuck's sake, weird, isn't it? Yeah, don't forget to like, everyone. Yeah, I always wonder who the old disliker is. It was, yeah. Carl said, go try a few bits and proper attack it. Nice one. That's what, yeah, cutting boards, but you want one slightly thicker than that, I think. This one's, tell you how thick this one is, Carl. It's, was 1/4 of an inch. But I would say you want 3/4 of an inch, really. But that would probably do it. Yeah. Magazines, like 3 or 4 magazines, chopping boards, even a bit of wood. You know, a bit of ply, 10mm ply would probably stop a knife good enough. Even, well, I've never tested it on knives, but even like 5 or 6, I think it was, or maybe 8 layers of denim stopped a pistol crossbow. Leonard, you right, mate? Bravo Charlie said, Mike, I've always wondered, you've got some smashing ideas, mate. How come you've never used Kickstarter to fund your ideas, start making some of your projects on a bigger scale? I've actually done 2 Kickstarters before, and they did help massively. Why don't I now? I don't know. I've never really thought about it. Like, since the ones I did, you'll be surprised also how many people complain about that kind of stuff and say that you shouldn't be doing it and that you're begging for money and shit like that. Yeah, you'll be surprised how many people are against it. Pete, you're right. But if it ever comes to something where I really want to do something, that the old Kickstarter is an option. Yeah, I've done 2 Indiegogo Kickstarters before. Yeah, they both worked really well. One was to get stuff like the Liam's just wrote, I suppose you have the Patreon that sort of covers it now. Yeah, the Patreon is probably one of the best things I ever did. That does help. But yeah, the crowdfunder things I did got me, you know my belt sander, that was bought through, or was that Patreon? I can't remember, but yeah, it was one of them anyway. Andrea said, Mike, you tested Bear X Desire crossbow. No, I've looked that up after you said that, Andrea. I'll have a proper look soon. Clan Gun, you right, mate? Yeah, I'm all right. Richard said, I'm not going to be doing any punch bag training anymore for 4 to 6 weeks, I'd assume. That said, with a lame hand is annoying. Going to weight training soon as my hand has healed. Till my hand is healed. Now, I hope that recovers quick, Rich, because I know that kind of thing can be very annoying. T2 said, I've hit the like as always. Cheers, mate. Pete said, what's that board for making a vest? Yeah, that's, well, I'll tell you what, Pete. We replaced all of our chopping boards recently, so I've got a load. I've got at least 3 or 4 ready for vests and tests and all stuff like that. Rich said 4 to 6 weeks of layman, that's it. Carl said, thinking of weight versus protection bamboo chopping board. Yeah, depending on how thick they are. But I bet wood don't have to be that thick. You know, most 10 mil would stop a knife, wouldn't it? Yeah, I reckon that would work. And it'd be reasonably light, wouldn't it? Bravo said pathetic bastards. Definitely food for thought. Yeah, I appreciate you mentioning it, Bravo Charlie. Yeah. Yeah, you'll be surprised how many people moan about it. Don't like it. You know, when they don't have to do it, you know, they don't have to contribute. I'm not saying people have to contribute or they can't watch. Do you know what I mean? Brandon said, got any tips for the Grand National? Ming the Merciless. That's the only thing I could say. My mum works in a betting shop. Don't know. You probably put money on that and lose now. Weapon Survival. He said, Paul Cockart. Would have been a good name for the dummy. That's the thing. I had to end up doing a fucking pulling a Boaty McBoatface thing because I knew that if I let people have their own choice, I would have to be saying something like that for the rest of my fucking YouTube career. So I thought, no, I'm going to have to pick 7 that I like or whatever, and then we can go from there. When I said, ask Bart today, and once he's done a load of the Teespring, he said he'd be happy to rustle up something for you if you could think of a design you want. Oh, thank you, Liam. I appreciate that. And tell Bart I said thank you as well. Yeah. Yeah, I'm up for that. We'll have to sort something out how we'll do it, but I'd like that. Yeah, cheers. Roland said, fuck him if you want to, Kickstarter, then do it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, mate. Oh, I do. It's just I haven't needed to for a while. I've been managing to get hold of a lot of stuff for nothing anyway. And the Patreon has been funding majority of the stuff I needed. And people just doing donations, you know, or like, you know, Tumbo buying me some drill bits recently because he'd seen I didn't have any in the video. T2 said, Leonard, I've put 9 bets on. I reckon I'm going to lose shitloads of money. Bravo said, for your information, I've got a covert stab ballistic vest. I'd happily send your way for testing purposes. I've tested it at my end, but plenty more damage to be done. I'll let you know, Bravo. I have actually got some. I've got one down there and a stab panel that I do tests on. Yeah, and the other one, it'll be coming, like, I think it's tomorrow, it's arriving. Yeah, if I ever need one, I'll definitely take you up on that, Bravo. I appreciate that, mate. Donna, you all right, Donna? Andrea said, hi, guys, I play CS. What's that one? Counter-Strike? I'm going to start playing the dreaded Fallout 76 soon because I've been given it. Yeah, didn't even have to pay. Someone managed to get hold of it, didn't want it. I think they managed to get hold of the PlayStation 4 version when they were on Xbox. So they gave it to me. Pete said, did some bench press yesterday, not done anything in ages. My triceps hurt. Yeah, that's the thing. I was getting irritable bowel syndrome at one point, right? And I was having blood tests. And I went for, it is related to what you've just said, by the way, before this sounds like it's not. Went for this, I may have said this before, went for the blood test, and they found I had something in my blood that, well, he said the only people who have this in there, they actually made me come back down to the doctors, you know, like 2 days later. They said, we've done your tests and you've got this stuff in your blood. That the only people who have this in their blood are people with muscle wasting diseases or people who have run marathons. And I kept thinking, fucking hell, you know. Then I realised the day before I'd had the blood test, I'd been doing shitloads of weights and exercise. And when I went to have the blood test, all my muscles was hurting. That's what it was. Yeah. I'd had, you know, and they said it was like what I had in my blood was like fucking what people with muscle wasting diseases have. There's probably a word for this, you know. I can't remember what the chemical was that was in my blood at the time, but yeah, that's why. Because you said about your triceps hurting. Pete said e-begging, yeah, exactly. Carl said you look like Ming the Merciless. That's the beard, isn't it? CJ, you right, mate? Gordon's alive. I can't do a Ryan Blessed impersonation. All right, where am I? Good, everyone's just saying hello. Tumbo, you right, mate? Pete said I'd play 76 for free, but not buy it, to be honest. But good you got it. Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, that was a proper bonus, and I didn't want to buy it. I have heard it's getting a bit better now. It is a bit more playable, you know what I mean? Richard saw the Barnet crossbow, Leonard. Hope you find the replacement string. Yeah, I'll watch that. Richard was good, wasn't it? He's got a lovely crossbow there. Worth a lot of money now there. I'm as part of it, not the T-virus one. No. No, that's Weapon Survival who's a zombie now. He can still just about type on out, you say. The British Bulldog. Hey up, mate, you're right. Weapons and stuff. One day I pissed blood and was terrified. Turned out it was just I'd torn a muscle doing sit-ups the day before. Yeah, I've never pissed blood or had it in my shit either. But that, I think that would worry me. You know, when you first see it. Leonard said to Richard, evening, mate. Thanks. I'm on the case. John said, Fallout New Vegas is the best. I've got that on the PlayStation 3. But I'd love to stream that. But the way I stream on a PlayStation 4. So I can't do it. T2 said to Leonard, I did 8 each way bets and 1 bet. The win bet was Rathvinden. Trust me or not win, never do. I've never done any betting, even though my mum works in a betting shop. Dozier said, Mike, in your cutting test, have you ever cut a Vimto bottle? Hard bastard often. Yeah, that's why I don't bother cutting anything apart from milk bottles, milk jugs, because all of them other things are really hard to cut unless you've got a really decent sharp sword. Yeah, I've tried Coke bottles. Yeah, nothing cuts as nice as a milk jug, I find, because the other thing is with a milk jug, they've got so much water in them, they stay in place. I noticed the smaller the bottle, the less weight they've got, the harder it is to cut, and the more you've got to know what you're doing. I've seen Electro cut small empty bottles, and I think to myself, fucking hell, he's good at cutting, he is. Because to be able to cut an empty small bottle, Coke bottle, you got to know how to cut it just right, and I don't. Leonard said, "Where's the Warhammer?" Oh, so actually, is my camera up more than just there, mate? That's always at hand. I'm always fucking messing around with that now. Ellis, you right, mate? Yeah, good to see you on. Good to see you on, mate. William, you right? Just thought I had arse cancer a while back, but turned out it was a hernia when lifting weights. Yeah, I bet that's scary, isn't it? Weapons and stuff. Only issue of milk jugs is they often split from the impact, as some also think. Yeah, well, that is true. He said, be careful if you eat red peppers in your food. Can give you fright when you go to the loo. Looks bad when you remember it was just red veg. Yeah, beetroot does that. Scared the crap out of me once, because I've looked in the thing. I thought I've had blood before, but yeah, I've never actually had blood. Yeah, fucking beetroot. As I've said to Carl, if you piss or shit blood, get to the doctor's ASAP. Yeah, as you did. Yeah, very good advice there, Carl. True though, and you should. Some things aren't worth messing around with. But people have a habit of leaving things, and that's when you fuck yourself over. British Bulldog said I made a video on the dog mascot thing. I'll watch that later then. John said large soda bottles are pretty good if you've got a good blade. Yeah. I've noticed that. Yeah, you got. I'm a bit lazy. I do go for the milk jugs because they're the easiest to cut. I find just the weight of them holds them in place. Iron Man said I've done a few press ups yesterday and forgot to actually it builds your abs. All right. Where's that gone? I'll cut back to you in a second. I've lost your comment. Woke up feeling like I had a hernia. That's actually Marcus, you right, mate? Then I didn't think it would be far away. Richard said, I only cut jugs. I'm not good enough with a sword to cut normal drink bottles. No, to be honest, I'm not, Rich. I'm not. I've tried other bottles and they just go fucking flying across the fucking they go flying across the bloody the garden. Carl said the milk jug I did, the Bowie was complete one-off. Sort of guessed the weight would take it though. Yeah. I find they're the best thing personally, Carl. Yeah, anything else just unless you've got very sharp finish sort of blade, I think. Or you know how to cut, because there is a technique to it, which I don't really know. I'm not massive. I'll be honest, I've only started cutting bottles the last year. I'd never done it before then. Weapons Survival said I tried cutting an empty bottle like Electro and it fucked off across the garden. They do though, don't they, Stu? Yeah, they just fly off. I tried it. I've tried watering. Still shoots off across the garden. Pete said, everyone check their balls, no shame to it. Yeah, exactly. Or do it when you get a timeout. No, don't do it now, otherwise the stream will go quiet for have a bath. That's the best way I've heard. John said, you've seen me slice soda bottle up. Yes, I have, John, yeah. I've soda can, yeah. Dozy said, yeah, I've got a bargain Walking Dead katana. Milk bottle easy, but anything thicker I struggle with. Yeah, I tried it with I've got a machete there that I sharpened up really fucking nice. And that still struggles. And my sword up the top there, that struggles. I reshaped this. This is lovely for cutting bottles. I took the lump, this had like a lumpy bit there. I took that off to make it more of a real nice fucking slicing, chopping fucking thing this is. Yeah, and I'm almost stabby now. But yeah, very sharp, but even that struggles. Maybe the blade's not heavy enough. Glenn, you right, mate? Shaving my beard. Any style recommendations? Goatee. Always goatee. Or whatever. I think Americans call this something else, don't they? I think they call this a Van Dyke. To them, a goatee is just the bottom bit. Not saying you're American. You may be, Glenn. But, you know, there are Americans in the stream. British Bulldog. Well, if I do, I'll warn you the time-lapse music is shit. Don't worry about that. Thing is, music tastes are so different that, you know, it could be the best music you think it is, and to someone it's shit, isn't it? Carl said, Jack Striker got me into it. Cool feeling. Yeah, I do like the old bottle chopping, yeah. It may have been Jack that got me into it, actually, Carl. Yeah, probably. I've seen other people do it, but I think it may have been watching his, and I thought, yeah, I might have a go at that. I'll tell you what it was. It was when I did my sword. I've re-cleaned that sword. I cleaned that sword up, and then I thought I've got to cut something with it. Now I've sharpened it. And that's the perfect thing for it. Weapons officer, yeah, I had a scare with that as well. Turns out I had something very rare but totally benign. It was not a cyst or a regular lump. It was a crystal. Strange but safe. I remember you saying that before, Liam. Yeah. 𝐊𝐲𝐬, you right, mate? So I used to cut milk bottles all the time. Used to do armoured bottles using sleeves from old combat jackets over the bottles, gradually increasing the layers. That was always fun. Oh, that sounds good, 𝐊𝐲𝐬. As we said, probably need a decent sharp sword for that, don't you, or whatever, and know the tricks to cutting. I think there is a technique. But Electro's proved it, because yeah, as I said, he can cut a fucking he can cut an empty Coke bottle, and that's difficult. Iron Man, anyone having a tipple tonight? I'm having a vodka and Diet Coke. No, I'm just on the old black coffee and water tonight. Pete said, I cut a bottle with a cold steel shovel. Cut through, but I got soaked. You saw that, didn't you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Irishman, if I didn't say hello, you right, mate? Krylon, I didn't know if I said hello to you, did I? Right, mate? But yeah, yesterday I did 15 half sit-ups, and I think that's sit-ups, set-ups, and kicked my legs for about 5 minutes. Getting up out of bed could be a bitch. Fuck's sake. Len said goatee from Leeds, Yorkshire lad. Yeah. Yeah, goatee. I'd always say goatee. Yeah, I cut milk jugs. If I try it on soda bottles, they get launched as though I hit them with a bat, not a sword. Yeah, that's exactly it, Liam. 𝐊𝐲𝐬 said he's having a nice bottle of Spitfire Gold. Boy named Gilroy, you right, mate? Irishman said to Glenn, shave your goatee bit and just leave a mutton chops there. Dozier said, yeah, sleeves over the bottle, good idea. Well, that'd be a bit more realistic, wouldn't it? Although they may shoot off, whereas an arm actually wouldn't, if that makes sense. Pete said, helps if you get your footwork right as well. Yeah, I'll admit I am very, very amateurish with swords especially. I've never cut anything with a sword apart from that one up there and that wakizashi there. That's it. That's the only swords I've ever cut stuff with. And that wakizashi, I've only ever used it once on something soft. I didn't even use it on bottles because I don't trust the steel in it, because that was before the days when all of your samurai swords had to be handmade. So that may be a brittle steel for all I know, so I don't like risking it. John said edge alignment is key along with geometry and sharpness. That's it, John. Bulldog says he's going to get one of Liam's cups, mugs. He said if you leave it a couple of days, he'll get his other designs on. Then a cup of tea and a couple of gold bar biscuits. I had some gold bar biscuits recently. T2 said, time, man, I'm having a tipple off work tomorrow, the Grand National. JBO said to Pete's footwork and a whole lot of luck. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Oh, man, if you're approaching 40 and over, everyone has to do exercise just to maintain. So, but true. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I've been a bit lazy recently, stopped doing my exercise, and I've put a bit of weight back on, only a little bit. I'm still like 2 stone lighter than I was. But yeah, I need to get back to it every day. If you do like a manual job every day, that helps, you know, which that would still be exercise, wouldn't it? But yeah. FPV, Stu, you need to have your hands leading the blade so you are technically slicing, not cutting. Good point. You know, as I say, I don't really know, but yeah, cheers for the advice. Richard said, I'm more of an archer than a swordsman. Take a bow over a crossbow. Take a bow over a sword if I'm showing my skills. Yeah, I would say I'm more of a crossbow person. Yeah. I've got a couple of Ninja Tanto swords to test. It's short, fast, and sharp. Just need to do a vid. Yeah, that'd be good, Carl. Yeah, this is probably one of my favourite bottle cutting things. Making that a thinner blade made a hell of a difference. Very fucking sharp as well. I don't normally like really, really sharp things. But, that fucking bastard is. Unintentionally, I think it come out sharper than I was expecting. Then a favourite biscuit, Mike, probably chocolate hobnobs. John said he's £206. I don't know the pounds and that. We do stone over here. Stone and what's it? Stones and what's the part of a stone? I think what the parts of a stone is now. You know, if you was 15 stone, 7. What are the 7? As I've said, speaking of weight gain, I'm drinking liquid bread at the moment. Fuck's sake. And then what's that? Maybe it is that. Yeah, no. Yeah. 12 stone, 7 ounces. I think it is ounces, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, we don't do pounds over here. So I was, at one point, I was 16.5 stone, which for my height is quite a lot. Down to, well, I was down to at one point just under 14 stone. I'm just over 14 at the minute. Bulldog said he made 2 videos as well. Iron Man, get a dog, Mike. Half an hour walk without. Well, I agree with you there. The only thing, dog is a bit too much for me. It's too much like the money issue. Do you know what I mean? But I do agree with you there, Iron Man. Whereas I use the bill hook the most out of all my melee weapons. Fortune is close second. Zed said, I'm well over 40 and my stomach is being maintained without exercise. It's still as big as it's ever been. Pete said, yeah, I've had to run around and lift heavy shit all the time at work, so that helps. Yeah. Liam said his liquid bread is beer. Pounds, yeah. That's it. 7 stone. No, I don't know. No, pounds is different. I don't know. Who knows? 15 stone, £5. Is that it? No, who knows? My man's Mark said, I'm fat but strong. Prove me wrong. Weapons and stuff. I'm at 50. No, Richard said I'm at 15 stone 5. Now I lose the whole stone in under 6 weeks. Want to get 15 stone even. Bulldog said his sister's crying. Carl said, I've cut orange and carrots straight through. I think in real combat this thing would cut your hand and arm off. Scariest blade I own and respect. Oh, that's your Bowie, is it, Carl? Yeah, that's nice, that is. I didn't see Mike on Twitter earlier. Oh, if you didn't see Mike on Twitter earlier, my meeting went okay. Not saying any more on here, but won't. Yeah. Funny thing, I saw that you sent the message. It came up as a little thing in the corner, but I didn't get to read it. I'll read that later. That's good. Pizza can be careful with the bread drink. You get yeast infection. It's pounds. Part of stone. Part of pound is an ounce. Cheers. Ellis said, you ever heard of an old man like Ron? He's a puppeteer comedian. No, I've not. No, I'll look that up then, Ellis. Cheers, mate. There's me notepad. This will do. I don't want to fucking stab the wire. Marcus said to Richard, easy to put on, difficult to lose. It is. And you put weight on without noticing as well, I find. Then one day you look at yourself and you think, fuck it, you know. Don said, I may be 15 stone, but don't have a scale at the minute. Maybe I said, did you see the toothpick bow on Blades and Bows? I unfortunately missed it. Yeah, I've always liked that design. Yeah, very, very nice shape to them blades. I do like that. Yeah, sadly, I ain't got no fucking money. So I've not been able to get anything. The only thing I did think I may save up and try and get a samurai sword or, you know, katana or whatever. But then I did think, you know, I have got some. I don't really need one. Right, where am I? Peter, be careful with the bread drink. You'll get yeast infection. No, I got that. I just... That's what you meant. I just sort of... Just read it. Do you know what I mean? I did get it. I don't know. Well, I wasn't sure because I thought maybe you could. Do you know what I mean? All right, where am I? You never know, drinking too much bloody yeasty stuff. I swear, drinking too much yeasty stuff's what gave me gout. Carl said, no, Ninja Short Sword. It's bloody leaf. Oh, that. Yeah. Oh, nice one, yeah. Pete said, weapons, I've said to Pete, it's a pint, not a pussy. Don's still saying his weight. Man, muscle weighs a lot more than fat, so fat guy could weigh less than a muscular guy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, you look at a lot of the strong men, you know, the world's strongest men, a lot of them, they're fucking massive and they can look fat, but there's a lot of muscle there as well, in it. And it's the amount they have to eat, in it, to maintain those bodies, isn't it? Weapons and stuff said it's the reason BMI is not a good way to measure weight, to be honest. JBO said you can never have too many swords. Yeah, exactly. I said, Weapons Survival said, have you seen the film Terrify, Mike? No, I've not seen that. Is that worth a watch? Can't think what the last film I watched was. Leonard said you should do a sword sharpening vid, Mike. Oh, I might be able to do that. I've done a video sharpening my short sword, which is pretty much the same. Be the same technique. It's half the length. But yeah, I'll see if I can do that. Who was it, Leonard? Pete said you could sell some stuff again before the knife ban or anything else happens. Pete said you could sell some stuff again before the knife ban or anything else happened. Oh, what do you mean? Like what stuff I make? I'm getting confused there. Bulldog said to me, I make that's my silent plague doctor. Oh, all right, silent plague doctor, yeah. Yeah, I missed that. Iron Man, Eddie Hall, yeah, World's Strongest Man Legend. Yeah, and he got the title in the end, didn't he? Yeah. And then he retired after that, didn't he? Because it's bad. It's bad for your health, isn't it? Really, doing it at that degree, whatever. Richard, I was thinking of trying bottom blast Ford's design. They have an ash dump, so it solved the ash and fines that keep building up in my Ford. Yeah, try it, Rich. You might, because I know that must be frustrating. Because yeah. You know, it's a really good thing to be able to do. That's partly what puts me off doing like forging stuff, is how easily stuff can go wrong and completely fuck up. It's a new film. Got 80s slasher vibe to it and some brutal kills. I'll check that out later. I've written that down. Then it is the knife ban still going ahead. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Some people reckon it's happened, and we'll just have to we won't be able to buy knives online, and we'll have to go to the post office and prove our ID or something. Weapons and stuff said showed Bart kill this today. Thought it was really good. Yeah, it's a good film, isn't it, Liam? I do like that. I missed Carl's comment there. I lost weight when I sold the van. I was walking everywhere. Got car. Put weight back on. Need to get I own a car. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my thing is I don't have a lot of reason to go out, if that makes sense. Which means I do less exercise than I could. That's why I bought an exercise bike in the end. And I thought, at least if I can't go out or don't want to go out, I can at least do the exercise bike. So I was doing at least half an hour every night. But last month I've been barely doing any. But I'm going to get back into that now. Then I said to Liam, sounds good, I'll look out for that. Yeah, Kill List is really good. Pete said, yeah, make some money fast, maybe sell some stuff you don't want. Oh, yeah, that's it. Problem, there's so many comments going on. I don't know if someone's comment is related to something else someone else said, and it was confusing me. Yeah, good point. Yeah, because actually I've got some knives I do want to sell. Yeah, that's a good point. Dad said, I watched the Meg tonight. It was quite good, but I was a little disappointed. I thought it was a porno, and that the Meg was a sexual position. Fuck's sake. I thought you were being serious at first. I was going to ask how it was. British Boulder said, I don't like horror films, so I'm boring. I've always liked horrors. Iron Man Spartan said, Eddie Hall deadlifted 500 kilogram. That could disable a normal man. Fucking legend. Yeah, he is. He is. Yeah, I like Eddie Hall. Decent. Yeah, good bloke he is. A good character as well. I've said sod's law for me every day at the moment. It's a nice sunny day. I have to wait in for parcels. I should be having some parcels tomorrow. JBO Eddie Hall is a beast. Yeah, he is. Yeah, I've always liked Eddie Hall. He was good to watch. Yeah, it was good that he won it in the end, because it's the English blokes don't seem to win it very often now. British people, you know what I mean? Silent Plague Doctor said, oh no, so I can stay and watch this stream. That's pretty good. I did watch it tonight. It was not bad. Get your merch. Oh, I've had a fucking earache all day today, but luckily it's gone now. It was well fucking doing my head in. T2 said, have you ever watched Eden Lake? Yeah, I've watched that, mate. Yeah, I thought that was quite good. Try to think what the last film I watched was. It's weird, isn't it? You can't remember. It wasn't a bad film. I just have a habit of lately watching something and then completely forget what I watched. Fuck was it? I don't know. You know, unless it was really, really, really good, I'll definitely remember. Beach said, I think I've said it before, but we could do a channel fitness program, like a weekly thing, or for all of us to submit clips of before and after at the end of it. I don't think you have mentioned that, but that is quite an interesting concept. Yeah, I have to have a think about that. I thought, what Slingshot Warrior doing something like that? Stop now, I think. Almost what I said, Mike. I think knife bans are useless. Schools should teach boxing or self-defense. That might make the youth less scared and quick to use a blade. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, I see what you mean. That is like a thing that people reckon does stop it, don't they? Maybe I should I had an earache myself. Then she went out. Yeah, I ain't got that fucking I ain't got that privilege. Silent Plague Doctor, I might watch the Meg. When I saw the trailer, I was not really interested. I thought it looked like it's got a decent, well, this is my opinion on the Meg. I thought it looks like it's got a big budget, so it'll probably be good effects. It's got some decent actors in it, so it'll probably be all right. It'll probably just be, you know, nothing amazing, but worth one watch, you know what I mean? Oh, I would watch it. Megalodon. Like sake, Pete. Roll's making a coffee. Leonard, local boy here. Tom Stoltman is tipped to be a future world's strongest man. Oh, nice. That's good. I've not heard of him. Does he do it now? He may be one of those that I've seen but don't know their name. D2 said Brit film Marcus. So much injustice. What's that? Oh, Eden Lake, yeah. Weapon survival. Boxing teaches you discipline and respect as well. Yeah, that's the main thing. I think that's what a lot of these youngsters need. They need to learn discipline and respect, and to understand what the word respect means. And I know a lot of people don't actually know what the word respect means. Teenagers, well, I know grown men, people older than me, that think respect means fear. It doesn't. I respect people that I love, you know, and care about. I respect them. Respect has nothing to do with fear. You know, but not, you know what I mean? But you respect your elders. It's nothing to do with fear. A lot of people think respect means, you know, I want them to respect me. I want them to be scared of me. That's not the... They don't even understand what respect means. Marcus said to Leonard, Scott's lad, Len. Silent Plague Doctor, I'm going to go and make a cup of tea. Nice. It's funny. It's a fun enough film, but away a bit of time. Not really a great classic like Jaws, but this. Yeah, Jaws is a very good film. I do like to watch Jaws. You know, come back to Jaws every 5-6 years. JBO said they need to be held accountable for their actions as well. When they do something, there are consequences. Yeah, good point. Whereas I said, sounds like young people today are pretty Machiavellian. It's better to be feared than loved. You cannot be both. Almost Martin said these monsters on the street are just lost. No good male role model. Yeah, see, we would sort it out in no time. You know what I mean? Leonard said, yeah, Tom Stolton is from Invergordon. He's doing really well. He's been up against the best. Only a young boy worth looking at. I will do, Leonard. Pete said, well said. I was going to say about fear, respect thing. Yeah, you'll be surprised. I know people older than me that don't know what the word respect means, and it's got nothing to do with fear. But yeah. But then I suppose they change words to mean their own thing, don't they, nowadays? But get a bit of merchandise add in while it's all quiet. Don't forget to get your WeaponCollector t-shirts. Iron Man Smart said, do a spiked buckler versus milk jug video. I'll do that for you, Iron Man, soon. I've written that down. I just didn't know. I couldn't remember what you said you wanted it tested on. So I've written down spike buckler test. Yeah, so I'll do that, mate. Irishman says conscription would teach the youth discipline and respect. Yeah. I don't know. I agree with you there. I'm just trying to think. I don't know if they did conscription when I was younger, I wouldn't have done it. I don't think. I'd rather I don't know. How I was then, I definitely wouldn't have. Yeah, but I know what you mean. Jakey, you right, mate? Silent Plague Doctor's back with his tea. Dead. I think the youth of today are too influenced by Hollywood, to be honest. All mafia, drug cartel, villains, films where the villain rules by fear makes them think that's the way to go. Yeah. 𝐲𝐸, did the dummy get a name yet? It looks like it's going to be called... Where's my fucking thing I was ticking off? And at the minute, Zombert was winning. Zombert and Brucey. Brucey. Zombert. Actually, fucking Brucey would be brilliant. If you look at the face of that fucking dummy, it looks like Bruce Forsyth from the side. Zombert. Yeah, Zombert, Brutus, or maybe Brucey now. If everyone in here writes Brucey. Right, where am I? Yeah, Jakey, I'm all right, mate. Thanks for asking, yeah. Richard, it's like when people throw their weight around and bully those weaker than themselves. Just because you can overpower others doesn't mean you should. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I used to know quite a few fucking retarded fucking bully types, especially in school. And if I ever saw someone being bullied, half the time I would end up deliberately becoming friends with that person who was being bullied, because I knew if I did, they'd stop it. And then 6 months later, I noticed that the bullies would be trying to be that person's best friend then. Yeah. Iron Man Spartan, I'm not sure about the buckler. Was it Scottish or Spanish who used them? Do you know what, Iron Man? I'm not sure. I saw someone, it was a bloke called Tetsubo57. He occasionally does weapons builds himself. And he made a spike buckler. He made a buckler out of a wok. And that's what gave me the idea. I copied his idea of doing the spike buckler. Well, I'd go one step further. But then you've got a way to protect yourself, but also a way to fucking do a bit of stabbing yourself sort of thing. In theory, anyway. 𝐲𝐸 said Brucey gets a bonus. Dad said Brucey sounds good. If your head comes off, you could have a Brucey bonus. Yeah, Brucey, that just came out of nowhere then. I think someone had written Bruce. Weapons and stuff. I used to get bullied and called a spastic, etc. Then one day I snapped, beat up the kids. His mates jumped me, but after that, never got bullied again. Yeah, I've seen that happen. Yeah. And I've always thought, good on them. Good. Go fucking mental and, you know, fucking smack the shit out of that bully. And it works. It does work. But it's a shame that someone has to get pushed that far in the first place, isn't it? Yeah. I said, bullies don't... I'm just fucking about something. Mark said, bullies understand one thing, smacking the gob. Yeah, exactly. Don said, you're one big bastard, Mike. I wonder why they wouldn't want to mess with who they were bullying with any further. Well, to be honest, in school I was quite small, but maybe it was... I'll tell you what, though. Maybe because there was two of us, me and Mark, and maybe because I'd been known to... Me and Malcolm was both known to fucking sort of flip our lid and go mental occasionally. And, you know, if someone did something stupid, we'd end up fucking going mad, you know, mental. And I remember one of my teachers saying to me the first day he came to school, the first thing he saw when he walked into school was me and Malcolm beating the shit out of someone. And that was what he said. But he said it like he found it funny. It was our science teacher. Yeah. Bizarre, isn't it? But he was always nice. You know, he was a decent teacher, he was. Those you said, yeah, my chopping Bruce Forsyth sounds cool. Well, at least he's dead, so he can't sue me. He is dead, isn't he? I think. I said I'm old enough to remember steel rubbish bins. Big Balder said, get pissed off when my mum treats me like shit sometimes. Yeah, I'll tell you what, mate. That's the only thing I can say about that is I suppose that's sort of part of life. You'll get that sorted though. You know what I mean? Yeah, nothing you can do about that really. When there's a problem is schools now all say to kids, don't fight back, rather than just sort it out with a quick punch up. Yeah, exactly. Peter, I'm just going to vote for Zombie, just because if anyone gets the wrong idea, we'll know it's a zombie, not a person. Yeah, exactly. Cheers, Peach. Carl said, looks like Ninja Sword vid next, but need to be covert, as in my woods and SWAT team will be after me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Don't get caught with that. Yeah, exactly. Richard said, the strongest a person can be is a very subjective thing. A saying by a wiser man than me. Yeah, very true, Rich. John said, teaching in high school I went to, that would have been a fight I wanted to see, but I had to break it up. Silent Plague Doctor said, why is it taking so long for the bulldog to make a coffee? Ah, he's back, isn't he? He's saying his mum was treating him like shit. J.B. Osher, Steppenwolf was an assumed name. He was born Toby Wild. I missed something there. I might have missed something there. When I said those same kids probably knife each other outside of school for respect. Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's what happens now. In the old days, they called boys fighting rumpus time. No big deal. Yeah. Boy and men love competition. It's in our nature. Yeah, exactly, mate. Carl said was stripping bark off a branch the other day in a dog walker. About turned. Yeah, that's like to say. Yeah, I was only making a walking stick. I got to get down Hardwoods soon. I might try and make that a like a regular thing. I'm going to start making the sort of making stuff in the shed a regular thing, doing weapon tests a regular thing, and maybe going down the woods. I just got to sort out a place to go, what times and stuff like that. I might be getting back into my darts a bit soon. I said at school there was a kid in my year that kids used to bully. He was like Lenny from Mice and Men, gentle but pushed too far. He could beat the shit out of anyone. Yeah, Darwin Awards for bullies. Yeah, exactly. Dieball Frog, you right, mate? Good to see you on. Pocket full, all right. Are you in hospital? What's that from what you mentioned before? Well, I hope we're entertaining you. Charlie, shit to have a fight in school. They break it up. No one-on-one, no cricking and grabbing shit. Yeah, that's what would be better. Yeah. Heard darts as dance just then. No, darts, definitely. These kind of darts. I don't dance, mate. Krylon, public or national service for 3 to 4 years would help. It would help the young people and people assimilate. Yeah. I'm Mike. Can you make a WC baseball bat? Oh, I could do it. I'll have to look into that. See if I can. I would make one. I might be able to make a short one. I've actually got some hardwood chair legs about that long, so it'd be like a it'd be bigger than a rounder's bat, but smaller than a baseball bat. T2 Concepts Seeker said to Liam, my best mate with learning difficulties pinned 2 lads down, smashed their teeth out with a fire alarm hammer in school. Fair play, didn't have fucked with him after all that. Fuck's sake. Charlie said darts is not a sport. I think it is. Double Frog said the nurse cut off my Wi-Fi. Ah, bloody hell. Yeah, don't let him do that. Bevan, you right, mate? Paul said, yeah, pulmonary embolisms on lung and heart, still on oxygen. Been sure, mate. Sore. Need to get back to wife and kids. 3 weeks in hospital now. Sorry to hear that, mate. I hope you get well soon. I know that's probably fucking the most obvious thing to say, but you know what I mean. He said a few years back in school in food tech, we used knives. They had sheepfoot blades, but still no one threatened anyone who got stabbed. Yeah, exactly. Whereas I've said to T2, doubt they could say much after that. Yeah, exactly. Iron Man said, I hate fighting, to be honest, but I know how to throw a punch. Yeah. You know, unless you're a certain way inclined, I think most people don't enjoy doing it. Yeah. Silent Plague Doctor, I don't really get bullied at school. Just normally mess around doing funny shit with my friends. Yeah, I'll be honest, I really liked school. I had none of that kind of stuff. And yeah. And I don't know why, but we used to be, me and my brother used to get away with anything. I'm sure I don't know what it was. I still to this day don't know how we did. We could do stuff that other people would get expelled for. Bevan said he's two belts away from black belt in judo. Oh, nice. Yeah, there's a couple of people in here, I think, in the chat who've done that kind of stuff, mate. Pretty sure there are. Leonard said, I'm glad there were no phones when I was in school. Yeah, I can agree with you there. Definitely. Fuck that shit. Marcus said to Pocketful, sorry, mate, I thought you were in Manchester. I've had long spells in hospitals. Would have gone nuts without a Kindle. Absolutely. Absolute sanity saver. Yeah, it's a good point. That's a good point there, Mark. Iron Man said, Mike, you must make flags with the WC logo. That's on there. I can do that. I'll have to do that soon. What I need to do is make the logo as big as possible before I do it. But I'll sort that out one day. JBO said to Bevan that he has a black belt in, I'll probably say this completely wrong, Wado Ryu Karate. Richard said, last fight I got in, I sent my opponent to hospital with a caved in face from a left hook. That's got someone. That's what someone gets for threatening to kill me. Fuck's sake, Rich. Yeah. Well, I do think, you know, in certain, well, if someone's provoked you into fighting, I do, you know, people deserve it. You know what I mean? I don't have no pity for anyone who, you know, provokes people into doing things to them. Sing shot, you're right, mate. We'll get off the fighting in a minute, though, because someone's eventually going to start going too far, I think, and describe things that could get them nicked. Weapons stuff. People were just starting to get camera mobiles when I was in school. Pretty lucky as one kid pepper sprayed another, he could have got section 5 for that today. Yeah, exactly. T2 was saying well done to Bevan. Silent Plague Doctor says he got his tea. So he said, I'm one of them. Teach Aikido. Oh, yeah, I remember you saying about that. Pocketful, I watched the film Blow this week. I'm stuck in bed. Have you seen it? No. Who stars in that? I've heard of it. Charlie said, a lad in the year called Lewis. He's proper tall, ripped lad. Fucked him up. Lewis said, oh, I won't read any more fight ones out. It's just going to get too much. Pete said, need to make caps for your Merc. Yeah, they do caps now. They didn't do them when I first started it. It's all right, Charlie. It's just because otherwise the whole entire stream will be about fighting. And yeah, we're trying to get off that now. Carl said, I was in school in the 70s. Punch-ups were the norm. We all had pocket knives. But you never thought of stabbing each other. When a fight was over, it was just over. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, I know what you mean there, Carl. Definitely. Bristol, you right, mate? I'll tell you what, Liam, you might... I don't know if it's a thing about being on there for a certain amount of time. But I noticed after I've been on Teespring for a certain amount of time, suddenly I had loads more options. So you may have to have been on there for maybe 2 or 3 months, and then they'll let you do all the other stuff. I don't know if it was just they was letting me do it after a certain amount of months, or it was just they just released it anyway. Bristol said, this day and age, people should take up self-defense course. I have, and it saved me a few times. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Right, I'm going to skip a couple. I'm a Spartan. Self-defense is okay, but bullies, no. Exactly. Oh, the Johnny Depp one. Yeah, no, I've not seen that. Charlie said, I'm a boxer. Nice, yeah, you know, you'd know how to do it then, yeah. Hi, man, Mike, backyard camping or cook video. I could do, yeah. Now we've got a gate, like a lock at night, I probably could. Yeah. I might sort that out soon. Pete said, I wear those gloves I got on the way to work to stop my hands getting cold. As I said, callers, yeah, I can't see it. I'm looking at the moment. Yeah, it might. I think at first I only had the option for like 10 different things. After a certain amount of time, they sent me an email saying you can now do caps and bags and oh, fuck's sake. Or I said my big Q-tip is almost done. God, that's made my fucking eyes water. Carl said, has anybody made a good working blowpipe with darts? Loved the old pea shooter at school. You'll be surprised, Carl. I actually think they're illegal in this country now, you know. Blowpipes. Yeah, fucking sure they are. Let me look at my or they may I don't think they're illegal to own. But if they change the laws, they'll be illegal to own. Yeah, I think blowpipes in this country are illegal to buy. Let me have a look on here. Offensive Weapons List. Yeah. Offensive Weapons List, blowpipes, sometimes known as blowguns. So if you don't see them for sale over here, that'd be why. But no, I've never made one. Then he said, change the subject. I went to visit some friends this afternoon. They told me to treat their home as if it were mine. So I threw them out. I hate having visitors. Yeah, nice one. I like that. Parkville noticed you didn't go out in the field anymore, mate. Cooking any kind of stuff. Any reason why? I just don't get out a lot, to be honest. That's all it is. I just don't get out a lot. I got into this weird habit of I think to myself, I've got no reason to, so I don't bother. Yeah, you'll be surprised. I don't go out a lot, but I want to. I'll try to sort some stuff out soon. Things up said, learning karate helped me survive a street against two guys. Charlie said, whoever disliked this can go to hell. Yeah, it's weird. I always get one, though. Marcus said to Carl, check out Tim Wells' channel. Kills all sorts of blowguns made by Cold Steel. I did watch some of his videos, Marcus. It's not what I was expecting, to be honest. It is interesting, though. Then he said, Carl, pea shooters are now legal as they are blowpipes. I'm our Spartan's favourite Terminator film. The first one. I've always thought the first one had a totally different feel to all the others. First one's very tense and actually scary. And I like Kyle Reese, Michael Bain. I like that character. Yeah, I've not seen Terminator Genesis, though. I heard that's supposed to be quite good. I've always liked the original, though. Things said he has made blowpipes at BVC. T2 said Bevan was fighting years ago in Preston. I'll leave that one. You can read that. Anything that looks like a fight, I'm going to leave for a bit. Carl said, wow, pea shooters. Yeah, fucking insane, isn't it? Yeah, that blowpipes are on the offensive weapons list. So you can't import, export them, buy them or sell them. Then I said, anyone watched the Black as series on Tube? Guaranteed you'll binge watch the whole first series. What's that called, Leonard? Write that one again. Is it called The Black? Or Baptiste, right, mate? I only get out when I need to. Logical, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah. My problem is, Iron Man, when I don't smoke and I barely drink, no interest in reading the papers or anything. I've got no sort of excuse to go to the shops. Yeah, just what I'm like. But, you know, it don't affect nothing. Only thing it would affect is I would get more exercise. I like walking at night, but the problem is I walk at like 11 o'clock at night, 11:30, and I've got this stupid thing where I've got a fucking highly vivid imagination, and I think really stupid things while I'm walking around at 11:30 at night. I end up fucking scaring me fucking self. Or like jumping at my own fucking shadow where I've been having a daydream that, you know, I don't know, I'm a bit mental like that sometimes. Fuck's sake. I do admit some strange things on here. JBO said, I'm still doing the shooting contest. I only recently found them. Really enjoyed watching them. Yes, yeah, I'll definitely do another one this year, mate. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. What I might do this time, instead of doing a random, like I do, like I don't know what they're going to do. I'm going to try and match. So if someone using their offer, I'm going to try and match it this time. Thanks, what said, what do you think about my Q-tip so far? Yeah, looks very good, Slingshot. Very well made. Yeah, looking forward to seeing where that goes. The real cult. Right, mate, saw your comments earlier. Said, hey, mate, how's you? I shot my Parker Hale striker today, target shooting about 15 metres. Got some canny groups. What's the best gun you've ever shot, Springer-wise? Well, I've shot a really nice RMX, but I can't what that's called. But I've got a BSA Lightning and a Webley Stingray Deluxe. That's mine, what I've got. I shot a couple of pre-charged pneumatics, but I can't remember what they were now. Carl said, was thinking about plastic plumbing pipes. It's 8mm bore. Yeah. Well, if you do, Carl, don't mention any more of it on here. Because you might be, you know, I won't say no more. Then it said Black Ads. Oh, that's what it's called. Oh, 3 Aboriginal guys and a white guy making stuff, and it's funny about the bush. Oh, nice. I'll check that out. Iron Man said, Mike, it would be good when the nukes drop. Always in the bunker. Yeah, exactly. I could handle that, I think. People quite often say that I could deal with 25 years in prison easily. It wouldn't bother me. Silent Doctor said to me, I think of stupid shit everywhere I go. Yeah, I think it's having a vivid imagination. I've got a very, very vivid imagination. That's why if someone describes something to me, I can fucking see it. So if someone describes something disgusting or a funny situation, I can literally see it. Yeah. T2 said, I totally agree. My imagination goes wild at night. Yeah, walking around at the middle of the night on your own. Yeah. I have to be alert as well. I can't listen to music or wear a hood or something. I have to, because I'm nearly deaf in one ear, I have to turn around a lot. Because if someone was coming up behind me, I would not know. Or it would sound like it was coming from one side. Carl said, you want to come in my woods at night, just zone in and let your night vision come. It's interesting. Last time I went in the woods at night, Carl, it was so fucking dark. Literally couldn't see anything. Oh, guts are out in a bit now. Tony, you right, mate? Carl said, people are arseholes. That's why I don't like going up. Yeah, I can agree with you there, mate. I think said, who knows, I might inspire Mike. Zed said, did anyone see the air shotgun on the Slingshot channel? I'd like one of those. No, I did not. If it's anything like the Gammo one, though, they as soon as that came out, the fucking government banned it, and it was classed as a firearm, I think, or something. I don't know, but you can't get them. I don't know about that one though, Zed, because I've not seen it. I'll look later. Slingshot said he's watching Tremors 5. Carl said Prison Break was a good box set. I never got round to watching that one, Carl, but one of my brothers said it was really good. Right, where am I? Richard said, sounds good, Mike. I've got an air rifle and 12 meters range, so I can get an even match for the shooting competition. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do now, Rich. I'm going to try and match. Like, it doesn't have to be air rifles; it could be bows. But say if you used a bow, Rich, I would use a bow. Yeah. I'll try and match people's stuff this time. Obviously, I ain't going to be able to match Electro's cannon. Weapons and stuff. The same with driving at night. Sometimes I wonder if the car behind me, for a bit, is tailing me. Yeah, you do. My imagination goes mad. Then a dog will bark and I'll fucking, nearly shit myself. JBO's a BSA is a really nice air rifle. I used to own an old BSA Super Sport. Now, I do like the old BSAs. I've got one from my granddad. Unfortunately, got stolen years ago. At the moment, I have an old Relham telly from the 60s. I've got some old ones. They're behind my bed, behind my sofa at the minute. But yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Chest went funny then. It's cold in here. When it gets cold, I have a funny fucking chest muscle. I might have to sit like this for a bit. Right, where am I? The real cult. No bother, mate. I hope I can change of perspective. It's interesting truth. So I'm getting my Striker V mat soon. Going to be buttery. What do you think of the Beeman dual cow as takedown springer? I'll be honest with you, mate. I don't know a lot about that one. Iron Man said, Mike, get a tin of baked beans and a tin of corned beef. Best camper meal ever. Marcus said, how many brothers you got? There's me, Malcolm, and then I've got 2 younger brothers and a sister. Pete said his repeating crossbow of magazines is doing well. Jed said the weapons of the plot do that sometimes. They want to scare you, so they speed to get away. And then so you speed to get away and get you for speeding. Yeah, I never thought about that, but yeah, I suppose that totally makes sense. Carl said, if you ever got banged up, I would be looking to escape. It's just bred into me. Yeah, I know. Yeah, for a long, if I got locked up for like 25 years, I'd definitely spend a good majority of that trying to escape, just for the fucking laugh of it. Do you know what I mean? Just for the challenge of it. Yeah, definitely. Iron Man, smart until I love air rifles, but in the UK, power is 11.5 foot-pounds. When I said I had one like that pulled up in my drive, and this car pulls up next to my drive, so I sat in my car and didn't get out. After like 3 minutes, someone got out. It was a neighbour getting a lift. Well, last time I went out, I was walking down the road, and I probably had my mag light on me, my big mag light, and I kept hearing all this fucking, I think I could hear shouting or something, or weird, like voices. And then suddenly I heard someone revving. This was 12 o'clock at night. Someone revving a car behind me, about 50 metres behind me, revving and revving and revving and revving. 12 o'clock at night. Then I heard these fucking footsteps running down the road at me. This is what I think anyway. But she turned around with the mag light ready, and it was someone running to catch the car that had come out because they was going to give them something, and they was just revving their car to fucking get it warmed up. But yeah, if that person had come any closer, I definitely would have whacked him around the fucking head. Marcus said, yeah, I got a feet. Hang on. Marcus said to Zed, lol, I got a speeding fine. I was racing another boy racer. I thought you was racing another boy racer. T2 said, as you know, I do metal detectors. Anyone seen anything weird in fields? I've not, apart from a turned over articulated lorry at the side of motorway. If that's weird. Things said I could picture Mike on a motorbike. Then I said I'd take a crossbow of an air rifle any day. Yeah, definitely. Well, it all depends what for. Dad said to Marcus, I tried it with me once, but it didn't bite. After a couple of they tried it with you, yeah. Gave up. Slide away, you right, mate? I'm asked part of Mike, tell us what 3 guns you would choose for a zombie apocalypse. What for like if I could have any gun, if you I don't know now. Any decent automatic, automatic pistol, you know what I mean? Non-revolver pistol, decent pump action shotgun, maybe some kind of decent rifle. But yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. Real Cult said, anyways, have a canny night. Good channel. Used to watch you years ago. I've loads more air guns in my collection. Enjoy handcraft knives and crossbow slingshots more now, though. You going there, mate? But yeah, thanks for watching. What was your old name? So I might know who it was. JBO said, I agree, crossbows are much easier to maintain and get parts plus ammo is easier. Yeah, you can make crossbow bolts easily, really. Pete said, about to get the Book of Eli machete. Oh, I thought of another project we can do, Pete. I'll send you it later. It'll be modding machetes again. I'll tell you now what it is. Look up. Hang on a second. I'll just find a picture of it. Look up. This is everyone. If you want to follow some of my project or know what I'm going to do next, look up cane machete or heavy machete, right? And tell me what you think you could mod that into very easily. And I'll tell you if you think like I do. Yeah, so look up cane machete or heavy machete. They're both strange shaped machetes like this. Right, you probably won't be able to see a lot of this, but fuck me, that's the worst picture ever. But something like that. Let me try and yeah, a similar shape to that. What could you turn that into, you reckon? Ignore the shitty handle I did. Now, John's got it already. The cold steel one could be very easily modded into a kukri. Exactly, John. That's it. You only need to cut the tip off to a sort of angle back, and you've got a homemade cut the tip off like that, and you've got a machete kukri. Do a bit more shaping than that, but Venator, everyone sub each other. Dozier said in the shooting competition I could use a bow. Yes, yeah, definitely. Charlie said, show me your oldest gun, please. I won't be able to because it's behind there. But I've got air rifles and that from 60s, I think. When does it like cane machete? It's a bit like bill hooks. It's a strange square bladed thing. Yeah. But yeah, John was right though, yeah. Kukri. John said, and you can make a knife from the cut bit too. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Nell's on. You're right now. Nearly missed your comment then. Crowland said, you're not paranoid, you just have a situational awareness. Like looking over your shoulder, looking around when you go into a store, sit facing the door when at a restaurant. Yeah, that's very, yeah, that is what it is really, isn't it? Yeah, situational awareness really. But yeah, that can get easily, people, you know, it can be mistaken for paranoia, I suppose. Dozier said, what do you think of spears, Mike? Did you try making a cheapest one once? Yeah, I've made a couple of spears. Made one recently. Yeah, I don't mind them. I'll be honest, I don't get a lot of use out of them though. But I do like making them every now and then just for the sake of it. But yeah, I don't have many spears. I don't have a lot of use for them. But I don't mind making them. Dead Not Z said, oh, I was going to say Falcata. Is that how you say that? Falsata. Falcata. Fucking 100 ways to say it. Silent Plague Doctor said, I do make posters in Source Filmmaker, which I could send you one, but YouTube censor is there. You can email me. Calling on restaurant. Does anyone else do it? Yeah, oh, I'm always like that. Yeah. Places, you know, well, you know, yeah, I'm definitely like that. X-Rantics, have you ever done reenactment? No, I've never done that. Can you like have, how many likes is there and people on? I just out of curiosity, it seems like there's quite a few people on. So any future battle axe builds? Yes, mate. Yeah, I'm looking into axes at the minute. I don't know what kind quite yet, but yeah, axes will be definitely coming up. Oh, 30 watching. That's all right for me. Yeah, that's quite good. Daunted Marcus, that would be Black Bear Machete. That isn't too bad. I was thinking of getting Chaos Bowie and modifying it traditional style bow. Charlie, so I live in Yorkshire, and it's a nice place, but I'm year 9 and I don't feel safe. Police station near me was set on fire. Fuck's sake, yeah. I wouldn't. Peter, just got the Eli Machete test to see what happened. Burn Outrage, you right, mate? Yeah, glad you like that collection video. Noodles, right? Then said Warhammer versus Easter. Yes, I'll do that. I'll do that. Cheers, Dad and Liam, for telling me the people who's on and likes and all that. D2 said, my mate said he was going lamping and saw a wild cat a while ago, but didn't do out because it walked in front of them and disappeared in the forest. Now, that would be very interesting to see. Pete said, yeah, Foul Carter. Just the right way. I'm terrible with pronouncing things. I can pronounce things the wrongest fucking way you could ever you could ever do it. Laughing at saying wrongest. Richard said, I wonder if the garden trowel could be flattened to make a Spartan style spearhead. I reckon it could, Rich. I think didn't Bob Welding and Weapons make something similar, but I definitely think it could. That's the funny thing is I was looking at spades and trowels as well last night, Rich. Yeah, I think so, definitely. Slingshot said he's looking forward to it. Bristol said just one dislike after your knife. Yeah, exactly. Charlie said make an Easter egg weapon, make it Easter Bunny safe. Make Easter Bunny safe. I'm Smart said read my comment. Can't you put it back on there? Oh, Mike, have you thought of a business idea? Kevlar curtains, crime-ridden areas and government use. Yeah. I'll tell you what they should do. I think people should make more Kevlar clothes and cheap, because they do exist, but you don't see them a lot. I would love a fucking Kevlar jacket, you know, an actual proper jacket. They do exist because I was looking into them earlier, but yeah, the curtains that work. Yeah, especially proper crime in places where people are shooting through their windows. Yeah, fucking, you know, that'd be a great thing to do, wouldn't it? Jamie said, "Are those real guns in the background? They look so cool." There's deactivated replicas, air rifles, air pistols, airsoft, bit of everything. Getting behind on the old comments. Prong said to Marcus, it's better to see something coming at you than not. He said to Richard, probably just sharpen it as it is would make a fearful wound. Yeah. Pizza, yeah, like a big spoon. Those, yeah, spear's a bit clumsy. I was thinking of using a throwing knife as a tip, because I can't use them. Yeah, you could definitely do that. Yeah, that would definitely work. I wonder when in the UK will resemble gangs of New York. Well, they reckon we're always about 10 years behind America, so when it starts happening over there, give us 10 years and we would have caught up. Burned Outrage. You've really inspired me to make my own weapons, stab-proof in bulletproof vests. I'm making that. Oh, nice, yeah. Yeah, it's well worth doing all that stuff. And, you know, it's not harming anyone, so. Weapons, I've said, Night of the Living Dead has a famous trowel killing. Yes, yeah, I forgot about that. Don said weaponized Easter stuff. Mike, motorcycle jeans, yeah. What, for protection, yeah. SRS Power, you right, mate? He said, did you see the fox I headshot standing at 30 yards last week? Yeah, I watched it. I must have forgot to comment, but no, I did watch your video. Yeah. Yeah, because you said you was going to put that on, didn't you? Yeah, I did watch it. Getting behind on the comments tonight. Noodle said, are you allowed to own World War I war clubs? Yeah. Well, I think you are anyway. There's nothing about them on the offensive weapons list and that. Mark said those lawn edging spades are lethal. Yeah. Just laughing at a comment. As I said, just watching now. Thanks for a reminder to SRS Power. Did you ever watch Demolition Man? I used to. I went off his channel in the end. I think he's all right bloke and that, but his just videos was a bit too I don't know. If people start getting too over the top, it puts me off. I don't know, but I used to subscribe to him when he was a small channel, you see. I could remember him when he had less subscribers than I did. Iron Man said, Mike, name a date and all of us have to watch the same movie and comment. I'm up for doing that, Iron Man. I'll tell you what I've got planned. I might start doing movie reviews again. So what I'll do, if you want, I'll do the first movie review, and then I'll give everyone, say, 2 weeks to watch the next film. So I'll do a movie review, and then I'll say next week I'm going to be watching Maniac Cop. So then everyone, or would you want to watch, what would be better? Me do the review and tell you what the next review is going to be called, or do the review and then you don't watch it? But yeah, I'm up for that. In fact, I wanted to do something like that. Richard said, you get archery backstop curtains that stop arrows. If they were cheap, would be good for protecting from arrows and bolts. Yeah, that's a good one, Rich. Krylon said Easter eggs with concrete. Used to throw in next for cayenne pepper. Yeah, you get done for the second one here. James, right, mate? Now we're saying, oh man, that's cool. That's a good idea, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I've watched Zulu, Charlie. That's what I said. I didn't know you watched Weapons List. Yeah, Maniac Cop's good, isn't it? That's the first thing that come to my head. Yeah, I don't know what would work better. Would it be... It would probably be better if I review a film. Yeah, I review a film, and then you don't watch it afterwards. I don't know, because then we won't be able to talk about it in the next video. There would be. No, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do the one I said. So I'll tell you what the next video is going to be next week, and then you lot can watch it, and it'll be like a cross between a review and a discussion about the film. So I can tell you the bits I liked, disliked. You lot can tell me the bits you disliked and liked. Yeah, that'd work, wouldn't it? Yeah, Maniac Cop, great film, isn't it? Not decent. I've seen Maniac Cop. He was the local station for years. Fuck's sake. I think sort of saying Tremors 5. Yeah. Cheers, Liam. I'll tell you what, I didn't bother doing it. I just couldn't be bothered. I was just ignoring, but no, cheers. Charlie said, yeah, Zulu is my life. I still watch it. Oh, good. It's a good film, isn't it? I like it. I said, questions. Anyone get 8 hours sleep every night? I don't ever. I always do, Marcus. Yeah. I'm one of them rare people who I don't get 8 hours sleep. That's not enough. Yeah. Krylon, you've just named one of probably my favourite films, V for Vendetta. Yeah, I absolutely love that film. That's the kind of film that after you watch that, stays with you for a bit. Stays with you for a couple of days. Yeah, I absolutely love V for Vendetta. BF said we could set up watch parties. Yeah, definitely. Oh, what I would do if you didn't get done for it, not done for it, but copyright strikes, I wouldn't mind streaming a film. What I would do is upload a film to my channel and watch it with a Premiere chat down the side. But you'd probably get copyright done and have your channel shut down. But I'd really like to do that because it wouldn't be live streamed as well. It would be proper quality, so you could watch it proper, no buffering and that. But there'd be a live chat down the side. I tend to be an insomniac, so sometimes I get far less. Other days I overcompensate and make up for it. D2, gloves off. Yeah, I've still got that on my list. Dozier said he likes that film review idea. I'll do that. It's been written down for ages. I just haven't got down to it yet. What I need to do is start having certain days, you know. Yeah, now everyone's mentioned it. But I used to do film reviews ages ago, you know. We used to tag each other. So it'd be like me, Trev the Vid Kid, the Vid Kid 76, sorry, Cakes is Cakes, Vampire, maybe someone else used to do movie reviews. And we'd all, what it would be like, we'd pick horror films. So all of us would pick a different horror film and do a review on it, or, you know, Halloween special one or something like that. And have you named your dummy yet? I think it's going to be called Zombot at the minute. Rita said, I tend to sleep like that. I do. I can sleep straight away. And good sleep as well. That brick's right, mate. Now said I feel a lot better when I don't sleep. Oh, I have to get my sleep. I'm like a fucking, yeah, like a zombie if I don't. Right, sorry if I've missed any comments. I was just trying to skip a couple. Iron Man said, Maniac Cop when he pushes the guy in the cement. Horrible way to dirt nap. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's good. It's a good scene, that, isn't it? Good original scene, that. Saying sort of said Mike would be cool, would look cool in a steampunk outfit. Yeah, I can see myself in a steampunk outfit. Marcus said weapons that they don't give out the stuff like that anymore. Carl said I have trouble with sleep, but then I go into the woods and have a brew and nod off with my back against a tree. That sounds nice, actually, Carl. But yeah, one thing I've never had any trouble with is my sleep. Always been out of sleep. Well, apart from when I had that fucking sleep apnea. But, you know, that was an illness. If I'm not ill, I sleep really good. And it was, he said, I went to sleep during Tigers of Pan Tang gig once. Does that count? I thought they were boring. Tigers of Pan Tang, a gig of that, was it? Never heard of them. Well, my dad's like that. Goes to bed and is asleep and snoring within 10 seconds. Then it said I fell asleep at the dentist. Yeah, it sounds good, doesn't it? Go into the woods, have a couple of wake up a couple of hours against the tree. And they're a metal band, are they? Sleep is righteous. Yeah, I've always been able to sleep well, but fucking hell, nearly probably half my life I've had fucked up sleep patterns though. So only the last 2 or 3 years I've managed to get it to normal. I used to sleep like literally any time. Sometimes I'd be waking up now and then I would be awake till 8 o'clock in the morning, go to bed then, be asleep all day. I used to do that kind of shit all the time. Yeah, and it's only the last couple. Well, when I worked, I obviously used to sleep properly, but for nearly all the time I didn't work, my sleep would be it would completely change. You'd go to bed an hour later every night, get up an hour later, and it would completely change. Marcus said, yeah, I've read that one, didn't I? When I said, he also tends to sleep on the sofa, leaving all the lights on until you wake him up and tell him to go to bed. Carl said Rip Van Winkle. Yeah, that's it. Leonard Horlicks before bed. Yeah. Mark said, I used to take the kids to the cinema to watch their crappy films. I'd fall asleep in the cinema. They make the old kids' films a bit more with adult jokes now, don't they? Yeah, don't forget to sub each other. Feel free on here to tell people what you do, and ask for some subs. We're all like-minded community here. But it'd be nice if we all watched each other's things. I was going to say to some of you lot, has anyone got any recommendations for me? Because you'd be surprised, I don't sub a lot of people. Or the people I do sub don't upload a lot. So I could do with some more... Oh, no, that's what I was going to say, actually. Does anybody know about anyone else's streams, apart from me and Liam and Electro? Does anyone else do live streams like us that we could join? I literally don't, you know, apart from in our community, I don't know anyone else who live streams. I've 𝐲𝐴𝐵, but you know, his is a bit too you don't really get a chance to chat. There's so many comments, you know what I mean? Carl said, got a hammock, not planning on staying out, just nodded off. I woke up in the dark. As I said, might go and make an Ovaltine when the stream ends saying that. Rita said, I slept through construction on next door's kitchen. Hammer drills went enough to wake me. I went to sleep as soon as they started. Sounds like they was like rocking you to bed, Rich. Thanks. Any chance you'll be making a flail? Yes, mate. I might be making one in a couple of weeks. Well, I will be. I don't know when though. Yeah, flail, definitely. Coming up, mate. It's coming up. Dad said to Leonard, true, but make sure you get the spelling right. Horlicks will stop you from sleeping usually. SRS said, sub to me if you like hunting and shooting. Yeah, you know, I always it's good to let people know. Do you know what I mean? Because you look at people's channels on here, and you wouldn't know that they do videos, and you know what I mean. Carl said you gave me some good subs, mate. JBO said, on that note, cheers for watching those crossbow vids. Much appreciated. Hey, welcome. You know, I'll always watch people's stuff, and I don't mind people saying to me, you know, do you want to check out my videos? Because if I don't know they're there, I can't watch them. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's good. It's good if someone tells you. So where's S? Is that one, Tony? Marcus said Richard Dolan does live stream. I never miss them. What's Richard Dolan do, Marcus? Don't tell. I'll probably start streaming eventually. Noodle said that slingshot. I made clubs out of industrial high voltage cable and tape. Beat the crap out of some dude with one. Then it's a House of Rob is worth sub Mike. Loves his machetes. Nice. Check that out then. I'm at live streams are rare because if you fuck up, you fuck up, yeah. John said, if you like a mix of everything, feel free to sub me. Ask John. He does weapon stuff. Bristol said that guy Harvey from E17 does live streams. That's my band, mate. I don't know if you know that. Yeah, I was in E17, you know, according to one of my subs. Anyway, it's not you, Bristol, is it? Do you plan on making a slingshot rifle or need to drop my coffee then? Oh, that I will one day, but I don't know when. Quite fucking dropping things at the minute. Carl said the guys on here, I'll sub you guys, spend a few hours. Marcus said dress house power, subbed you, mate. The channel looks great. Yeah, if you like, SRS does good firearm stuff and that type of related stuff. Yeah, hunting. British Border said he's back. Thinks that sounds like my Q-tip mace. Richard, I'd probably have a panic attack doing a live stream. I'm quite a boring person to hear talking. Yeah, but I think that about myself, Rich. And I hated doing live streams at first. They can still be a little bit stressful sometimes if the stream's not going the way you want it. But like tonight, I've enjoyed every bit of this stream. It's been really good having a chat because I get a lot out of it as well. You know, yeah, I've really enjoyed this tonight. But they can get a bit if you're not used to them. Oh man, sub to me. I'll do requests. I'm a mad kitten. No. Where am I? Carl said we'll look out. We'll look, think so, Marcus. Noodle said love the live chats. Love your live chats. Now said this is on a subbing rampage now. Leonard, you on tomorrow, mate? Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow, mate. Weapons and stuff said, I find the streams they can drag a bit if no one asks the interesting questions. Yeah, if the topics aren't, yeah, yeah, definitely, man, yeah. Yeah, if it's people talking about stuff you don't want to talk about, That's why I don't do the religion and politics thing. It would bore me to fucking death talking about that shit. Yeah, and it would also annoy me. I'd be pissed off for the whole stream. You know, I got pissed off talking about, because I'm quite an emotional person. When I was talking about that respect stuff, that was getting me riled up a bit. Yeah. JBO said, because I like to just have a laugh and a relax from my streams like you do. But some people, you know, used to say, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? But no, I want to laugh and enjoy myself and relax for my streams. JBO said, if you have a spare hour or so, feel free to look at my bit of everything. I don't have many videos at the moment, but I'm planning on doing many more. JBO, if you don't mind me asking, I was just curious. I saw someone saying that you deleted your videos on your channel. What did you used to do then? But again, don't say if you don't want to. But I just wondered out of curiosity. I noticed one of your subs had said, "Oh, you deleted all your old videos," and you said, "Yeah, I had to." Sorry if that's going too far. But no, I'm just curious. But yeah, don't say if you don't want to. Crystal said, "We enjoy it as well, Mike, with you. It's entertaining." I get a lot out of it. It's enjoyable. Sometimes they go really fucking. Every now and then they can be a bit annoying, and it puts me off for a week. That's why I have a week off every now and then. But no, I enjoy it. Noodle said, "Why isn't Marcus a mod?" No reason he's not really. I've got 3 mods. My 3 mods are people. See, Weapons and Stuff, Richard and Peach also used to join my other my game streams. So they was the people I was literally talking to every single day. So yeah, you know, and other reasons, but no, just you know, there's no reason Marcus isn't. There's no reason no one, you know, anyone isn't. Yeah. If I ever need any more, I'll ask you lot who, you know, if anyone wants to be one. Sings up the new Tremors movies are awesome. Carl said, Phil Collins song, "Follow Me, I Follow You." British Bulldog said, "I've been talking politics with my family just now." Weapons, I've said, for me, it's engaging when you get interesting questions and topics, but irritating when the same bloody questions over and over. Yeah, you get it a lot, don't you? I don't tend to get any of that really, but you get constant, what's your favourite gas mask? What's that gun? Blah, 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 you know, and I can understand that would do my fucking head in. Doing sorts of Tony Blair looks like a cartoon villain. T2 said, "Love your live chats. Just be yourself." Cheers, mate. DBO said, "I did a lot of katana cutting videos and other martial arts style weapons videos as well. Some of the older tomahawk throwing videos." Cheers, mate. I was just curious. You know, it made me wonder. I didn't know whether you did like completely different videos or something and decided to get rid of them and do a different channel, which I know quite a few people have done that. Oh man, Mike, what about zombies as an enemy or vampires? All you have is an AK, as much ammo as you can carry. Zombies, I don't think they'd. AK probably wouldn't do nothing to vampires, but then I could just come out in the day for the vampires, couldn't I? Tony said, "What do you think about Brexit? It's dragging a bit on now." Right, Tony, you'll get the time out for that. Nah, joking, mate. Yeah, it's loads of bollocks in it. That's all I can say. Mark said to me, "Oh, well, that's fine. Then lol, no mod for me." I didn't think you wanted to be a mod. Had you mentioned it up there, Marcus, or something? Said to Tony, "No politics, please." I'll be honest with you, Marcus. Sometimes it's more of a bloody hindrance when you know, because you have to start doing stuff then. British Bulldog, I'll inject pure WeaponCollector stream straight into my arms level. James, right, mate? He said, "Do you own any licensed guns or rifles?" No, all my stuff's without licenses. You know, DX and all that kind of stuff. Now, said exactly, Mike. You've got to be you and enjoy it. Bloody love your channel, and everyone is so friendly and good laugh. Yeah, that's why I get so much out of these chats. They are They are good. We're all a good lot of like-minded people. It is a good laugh, isn't it? Noodle said, "Would you ever buy a tack vest or plate coat?" Yeah, I've got a cheap one. Yes, and I'm going to start kitting it up properly with soft body armor panels and some ballistic panels. Eventually, hard, whatever you call them, sappy plates, whatever you call them. Slingshot, ever thought about going monster hunting? Yeah. Oh, they have them on Facebook, don't they? I don't know if they call them monsters, but you don't know what I mean. Let's not talk about that. No, never thought about it. Richard said, "I think people are just taking the piss when reading out the FAQ on your stream, Liam." Yeah, I think they do, Rich, on Liam's. Tone said, "Thank you, I agree." Women stuff said, "The Rich." That's why I say a lot now, read the FAQ. Next thing from the FAQ gets timeout. Yeah, exactly. Mark said, "No, mate, just joking." I know you was joking, Marcus, but I do get some people on here asking to be mods, and I think, I don't know why people need to ask to be a mod. You know what I mean? Then doing anything interesting this weekend? Probably not, mate. Probably nothing at all. Not interesting anyway. Carl said, "Mate, I come on here because you and the rest of the guys talk the shit I like." Simple, long may it continue. Cheers, Carl. I agree with you. Yeah, it's good. We can have a good chat on here. We've all got sort of like-minded stuff. It don't go into serious shit that makes people angry or upset. You know what I mean? That's what I want these to be, an escape from all that. People can spend all day talking about the stuff that annoys them or upsets them. Come on here, have a laugh, get away from it. Right, where am I? Just now said, and a girl, Marcus, yeah. Yeah, as Donna and maybe one more. So that's what my demographic is. 95% male. Always got to have a female perspective on things. So. Right, where am I? Getting behind a bit. Said Bowie, Tanto, cook for your dagger for shit at the fan. Oh, Tanto or dagger, I don't know. It's a hard one because the problem with the dagger is really only single use sort of thing. Although you can do other tasks with a dagger, can't you? The cookery and the Bowie have got more, and the Tanto have got a bit more use to them. But I do like the dagger because it's made for one thing and one thing only, and they're properly designed for that thing, aren't they? Chrono said, said dagger and a fucking and something else. Colin said, "When I start getting a bit pissed, my wife tells me to calm my titties." So. Then I said, "We've got a big monster up here, Loch Ness." I forgot about Loch Ness monster. Things such as I was talking about hunting cryptids, bro. Carl said this weekend, yeah, ninja sword and something else. Yeah, I'll definitely stream tomorrow. I might even do a video tomorrow. I don't know. If that armor comes tomorrow, I might do a video with the dummy. With Zombert. I think his name's going to be Zombert. I'll have to check later. Dozier said, "This was the first time that you're live chat. Really enjoyed it. Thanks a lot. Off to bed." Joe, I didn't know that was your first time, Dozier. Yeah, cheers for watching, mate. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Richard said, "I'm not doing anything for the next 4 to 6 weeks. Let his hand heal." Things that said he's skeptical of Nessie. British Bulldog said good because politics pisses me off. Yeah, it annoys everyone. You know what I mean? It's just the nature of politics is that it's going to piss people off, and I can't enjoy myself if we're talking about stuff that's Annoying. Because also there's so many different opinions on things. Right, where are we? Carl said Zombert, love it. Yeah, looks like Zombert. I had to rule out some of the names because I just couldn't bring myself to be saying them on video. So yeah, Romper Stomper's good film. Marcus said to Leonard, I seem to recall your company as foreign owned. I remember Richard flying somewhere in the owner's private jet. Was that Shackleton whiskey video? Was that the Shackleton whiskey video? JBO said the British Bulldog, that Romper Stomper, I think it's good, but the ending don't make sense. Slingshot, that's the beauty of it, Mark. You're hunting the cryptids to see if they exist or not. Yeah, I've never really thought about that, Slingshot, but yeah. Iron Man, Spartan said, good night, lads. Watching Romper Stomper, then bed. Yeah, good night, mate. I keep getting tempted to watch. I'm getting tempted every now and then to go on a series of them kind of films. Noodle said, if England was to fall, what country do you think would be responsible? And would you fight them if they gave you the right to your own firearms? I certainly wouldn't. It's a hard one to say because this country's so fucked and there's not a lot to fight for. I'd be tempted to not, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't want to. It's a hard one to say. It's a sad state of affairs. You know what I mean? But yeah, but you got to fight, because if you're not fighting for your country, you're fighting for your children, you know, your relatives' children, you know. So you got to do something, because if you don't, they'll be the ones who lose out. So yeah, but I don't know about what country. Now was saying like to Iron Man. Leonard said to Slingshot, you'll be telling me you don't believe in haggis next. Mark said to Noodles, not a country, an ideology instead. Yeah, that makes it. Yeah. Carl said, good night, troops. May I have a video up tomorrow? Good night, Carl. See you later, mate. Good to have you on. Yeah, I'll be off in 5 minutes. So yeah, yeah, you caught the whole stream tonight. Will said to Leonard, all right, mate. Hope you're doing well. Slingshot haggis is more possible to me. I've eaten haggis, Slingshot. Hunted it down. I had to go to this mythical place called 𝐻𝐸. So I went to this place called 𝐻𝐸. I had to fight my way through these hordes of zombie type people. I got to the haggis, hunted it down, caught it. Yeah, the haggis are lovely. Right, weapons and stuff said, was watching a documentary on the peasant revolt earlier. What, Tyler? No, I don't really know anything about that. British Baller said neo-Nazi films was his favourite. Tim said, I went Nessie fishing in an inflatable a few years ago with my foot. You must be a veggie. Oh, having your foot in the water, yeah. Nice. Mark says fight, I'll be well up for it. I think I missed something there. Boulder said, do you like my new profile picture? Yeah, I've not seen it properly yet, but yeah, it looks right from what I can see. VR antics, right, mate? He's laughing. Things that said, you have all those weapons, right? Could you use them on a cryptid? Yeah, probably. As long as it don't say I was can't think of the word now. We'll ignore that bit. Marcus said to Leonard, yeah, I remember the first one, not heard of second. Noodle said, what do you guys think of America, real Americans from the USA? Yeah, I like Americans, you know. I class the Americans as, you know, American, everyone's my brother, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I have an American friend, bloke, who comes to visit me. One time he stayed with me for a week. The other time he stayed in the local bed and breakfast. Yeah. It ain't been for a while because it ain't really been right. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, yeah, I ain't got nothing against anyone, you know, for just where they live. You know what I mean? Got plenty of Americans in this stream. When I said, well, shortly after the Black Death, the peasants turned against the government who were overtaxing them and molesting their women. Yeah, it sounds like it sounds like what's going on now. Slingshot said Tyler's Rebellion. I'm familiar with it. Now said, I've never tried haggis, only been adventurous with wild boa, but loved it. That's what I would try anything now. I do like sort of experimenting with food, but yeah, haggis is quite odd. It's all of the bits and like oats and that and the other parts of the body stuffed into the stomach, boiled, and it sort of tastes like you'd expect. Like I said, the noodles. I've lived and worked in the US, and I'm a big Americanophile. Bulldog, British Bulldog said, "Did you see my dog video?" Yes, I did, because you got a dog with one eye called Pasha, haven't you? Or you did? Yeah, they are. That's proof I watched it. Then he said, "Weapons and stuff. The peasants' revolt didn't end too well for the peasants, did it?" Bristol said, "USA." Yeah, exactly. Well, it went very well to begin with, but they were dumb enough to trust those in power to keep their word. Marcus said to Now, "Where are you from now?" He's from Manchester. Noodle said, "Would you move to the States?" To Marcus. Yeah, Marcus lived in the States for a bit, didn't you, Marcus? And Canada. They said weapons are true, but don't really change. It would be the same nowadays. I saw your comment now. Yeah, no, it tastes like it. It tastes like you'd expect. Yeah, it's not terrible though. Marcus said he lived in UT for 3 years. We all said more Q&A vids coming up soon. Yeah, if you lot want one, do you want a Q&A soon? Let me look how long ago it was since I did the last one. I like to space them out a bit. And if someone wants to look on my channel, see when the last Q&A I did, when the last Q&A I did was. Let me know. Save me looking. Oh, you meant the mascot dog? No, I've not seen that, mate. Must have missed that one. Slingshot said he's a British cryptid you could look for in the UK. Mandrake. Oh, right. Is that what that is? All right. I'll check that out. Slingshot. Noodle said, "Do you guys have an equivalent of the scrapple in the UK? It's chopped up organ meat." Yeah, I think what do we call that? Offal, I think. Offal, we call that kind of stuff. I may be wrong, but yeah, black pudding is made of blood and oats. Then they said, "Indeed, always been the same way and will always be. Remember, power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely." Now said she's from Wrexham. Yeah, I'll just look that up quickly. I wondered where it was. Yeah. Is that in Wales? Yeah, that is in Wales, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not very good with area, places, if I'm honest. Marcus Chitlins, yeah, could be. I'm not really sure. Cryon said, "I love scrapple, but I don't like head cheese." Yeah, I know what head cheese is from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But we don't. Maybe they do that over here, but I've never had it. Yeah, I better go off the stream in a minute. I'm late. I'll stay on for another 5 minutes because I was quite enjoying it. But I've even if I want to stay on later, I have to go off because people go to bed and there's people working tomorrow, so I can't really keep them up. Because I would go to 12 some nights, but I really can't because I don't want to take the piss. See you later, Rich. Good night, mate. Thanks for watching, joining, all that. JBO said to Marcus, I lived in Minnesota for a while in Dilworth. Brilliant experience, but nothing beats home. Bristol said, some women have placenta parties. Yeah, yeah. Fuck's sake. I love white pudding sandwiches. I've never had white pudding, you know. Got some black pudding in the fridge right now. Burn Night Rated, going out partying tonight or hanging out home? Oh, I'm not. No, I don't, because I'm a recovering alcoholic or a controlled alcoholic. I'd already be drinking now. And yeah. But yeah. When I said for anyone that was after it, Bart has emailed me the GP5 drawing. So I'll start making the merc of it ASAP. Yeah, remind me about the other thing you said about Bart one night, Liam, because you know me, especially on these chats, it's sort of, I only remembered then because you wrote that. Think shots, new part of the Q-tips coming soon. Yeah, it does, doesn't it, Bristol? It's gone really quick. When I started the stream, I was having such a sort of laugh. I looked down and it was 10:20, and for me, it felt like it'd been 20 minutes. I noticed streams do that. Streams go really quick. Now saying Bristol's that for real? Yeah, the old placenta parties. Yeah, I've heard of them. Who would want to fucking eat that? Unless it gives you special powers, then maybe. Then I said, you're watching the film tonight? I might do. The only problem is I always fuck about after these streams for about what I think is going to be 15 minutes. The next I look and it's 12:30 and then it's too late. Will said, appreciate your time, Mike. Now, thanks for watching. I appreciate you lot joining in as well. Yeah, it's good. VR antics, white pudding sandwich. Explain to someone explain to, is it on there? What white pudding is, someone? Do you guys not have white pudding in England? I've never had it. I've heard of it, and I did at one point know what was in it, but now I can't bloody remember. Nell said, love black pudding, but never had. No, I've never had white pudding. They may do it over here. They all said my grandparent made me eat blood pie. Gross. Goat head, stuff of all this shit. I'll watch your room tour later, British Bulldog. Bristol says green tea when you shut down, Mike. Yeah, I stay on for a bit longer, but I can't really do much later. Just because I don't want to take the piss. You know what I mean? It's been a good night tonight. I've really enjoyed this. I like it when it's just a sort of organic flowing conversation that just gradually changes. Because it's like having a chat with your mates. You know, this is how my chats go when I'm drunk. It just goes from one thing to another to another. It totally just naturally sort of changes. None of the annoying things have come up tonight. That's been good. I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, I think what is in white pudding though? Is it just the same as black pudding without the blood? Don't make me look it up. I've got to keep reading. That Mark said to me, yeah, true, BS. That's it though, isn't it? You know, just chatting any old bollocks, and it just sort of naturally evolves from one thing to another. Bristol, not many jokes tonight. Yeah, no jokes and no pudding, no food talk, because I don't count this bit as a food talk because it's not exactly making me want to eat. not that those things annoy me or anything, but you know, when the same things come up, sometimes the stream gets bogged down by that. But I don't mind anything really. Like, you know, I don't mind the jokes and I don't mind the food talk because it's sort of natural. Irishman said, yeah, just without the blood. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll call it a night there. Appreciate everyone watching. That's been a good, really good stream tonight. I've enjoyed every bit of that. I've written down some of your film recommendations. I'll tell you what. No, I'll tell you what I might watch tonight if I get time. Who's seen this quickly before I go? Pretty sure that's what it's called. The Black Coat's Daughter. You seen that? Yeah. So I'll be on tomorrow. Yeah, The Black Coat's Daughter's quite good. It's quite bizarre. Got a bit of mystery to it. Quite weird. I enjoyed it. I might re-watch that tonight because it's the kind of film you could watch again. Yeah, so I'll be on it. I'm pretty sure, I'm 99% sure I'll be on tomorrow night. No reason I won't be. I know there's a couple of people's birthdays in April that I'm, you know, but I don't think there's one this weekend. Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. VR Antics, Bristol, Liam, JBO, Irishman, Zed, British Bulldog, Marcus, Noodles, Leonard, Nell, Will, Bristol, Tim. Don't forget to like the stream before you go. That all helps. It makes Tony, see you later, mate. If you like the stream, you're more likely to get sent them and my other videos. Krylon, Will, yeah. But always like the videos and the streams because you're more likely to get sent them then. Just a thing with YouTube. The more you sort of interact with a video, the more they think you want them. So comment, like and all that, and you'll be more likely to get it then. It's a bastard the way they set everything up on it. It always annoys me. If you don't fucking watch every single video of someone's, they don't send you them. So yeah, Burned Out Rage, Leonard, John, Gareth. Oh, you've just come on, have you, Gav? Yeah, I'm 10 minutes late. Yeah. Right. I'll see you all tomorrow about 9 o'clock. Good night. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. It's been a really good laugh tonight. See you later.